Hello Internet, and welcome to Behind the Meme, where we take a look at the meaning and the origin of your favorite memes and trends. Today we have a look at Among Us!
Well, if you cringe at that, congratulations, you know the Internet.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Congratulations!
Memes on the internet for the longest time have been a very tough subject to learn. Not because you have to have 300 IQ to understand the humor, although sometimes you probably have to. Memes are a very interesting and niche subject. The word meme was invented by Richard Dawkins in his book called The Selfish Gene. Although the book is mainly about religion and how scientifically it's a lie, it really talks about the word Richard invented and the scientific principle that comes with it. The word meme is used in the book to scientifically describe how cultures and ideas spread to become big enough where many use it. Now, the word meme as we know it would come later with the invention of the internet, but for the most part, the word meme was just a term. Richard Dawkins is actually an ethologist, which is a job of studying animal behavior and the natural behavior of animals in certain conditions. Richard Dawkins is a scientist really against the idea of religion and its values, because at a young age, even though he was growing up in a religious lifestyle, he made many attempts to learn about the world with science by reading books and sneaking into his bedroom with these books to read by himself. Many of his quotes depict the idea that religion is not the way to go by life, and that humans need to outgrow God and life, and has given many talks and speeches about these ideas. Whether you are against him or not, he's a smart person, and his knowledge has created one of the most interesting concepts in human culture as we know it, and nobody ever really thanked him about it, so thanks Mr. Dawkins. Now, The Selfish Gene was written in 1975. This was only a few years before the first message was sent on the earliest form of the internet, when a UCLA student was attempting to send the word login to the Stanford Research Institution, but instead sent the word low. So back then, communication wasn't a thing, and the internet was basically just a fetus, pretty much. Now, meme wasn't really used all that much. It's an official term, but mostly back then, it wasn't really well known for obvious reasons. Richard Dawkins wasn't as well known compared to today, but he still made some effort in his work at the time. Back then, the term would be sort of ironic since ideas couldn't be spread extremely fast, since the only way of communication people could use to talk to people around the world was either to mail them or, God forbid, send them a telegram. It would take a couple of decades for the term to really get going.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, make him the cutest.
Around the start of the 80s was when the internet slowly was taking a sort of shape. Along with it came ways to entertain people. Now a lot of people ask this question, what was the first meme ever? This question is sort of unanswered because back then, internet memes and jokes were usually only spread by email or in person, and websites like Know Your Meme didn't exist yet, so memes couldn't be traced to the original source. But what most people agree on for the first meme on the entire internet was a gif of a dancing baby dancing to the tune of Hooked on a Feeling. It's not really well known where it came from, but it was confirmed that it was from the 80s. This is pretty much the only evidence of the first meme on the internet. One of the first times memes went mainstream was a meme based on a horribly worded video game sequence called All Your Bays Are Belong to Us. This was around the time messaging forums started to pop up, which allowed the meme to become known and spread to the mainstream. Memes would start to go on an upward spiral of an explosion of unique culture, leading to some of the most memorable and interesting pieces of media of all time. Around 2000 to around 2013 is around the time memes would really explode in popularity. You had so many interesting and creative memes coming from all sides of the internet. One of the main influencers of meme culture was 4chan, who had stuff like Rage Comics or those cute cat memes you saw everywhere, and things boomers still mention for some stupid ass reason. In fact, for an example, my former friend Thurnos on the first day of one of his classes was exactly that. The teacher tried making his introduction entertaining. The problem is that, well, the memes he used were from the 2006 to 2009 era of memes. Now, a lot of people in my age group would laugh at that stuff because, well, they're because they're Redditors. I respect that teacher for trying to be entertaining and make his class seem less boring, but, I mean, come on. Does this man even know how humor works on the internet? Well, unfortunately not everyone gets it. How about I explain why in this segment? Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Gay. Today we will talk about why there's only 2.6 genders. Anyways, I won't be explaining the joke of memes, but rather how to know and understand the constant change of meme culture. Now look, boomers aren't always bad. Sure, you have the Karens, the racists, the Yeah, that's a lot of bad groups of boomers. But aside from that, they are the ones that raised us. We have learned some basic morals from them, but have also done better in many things from them. You have to give them the benefit of the doubt when some of them don't even know how to use the internet or a computer at all. Now, the first step to understanding meme culture and how it changes is understanding people first. It sounds complicated, but a lot of people use the internet. You can question if they watch memes, judging by how they say funny things to people. Search up some new memes as an example. If you're a teacher, it's way better because you're surrounded by stupid Reddit kids that will spout memes. Then you can see who watches memes more and if they actually understand meme culture by the memes they say. If they are just like, well, this.
Nice to meet you, fellow gamer. Hold up. Ring ding 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 ding.
Then get the hell away. Go home and drink some beer. Hunker down in quarantine for 14 days. But if they don't do that, then you can learn why some memes are funny to people first before understanding the context. This is the complicated part, but this part is actually skippable, so let's just get straight to the internet. Step 2. Understanding memes on the internet. Now don't feel stupid or bad about yourself if you're a boomer and don't understand meme culture. I mean, have you seen some memes? There's a good reason most people don't understand them. They're just one big pile of shit in most sense. Now, understanding meme culture was a lot easier back in the 2000s to early 2010s, but of course now you really have to know the context of many memes to get them, or get the culture context of what they are based on. Luckily, history memes are probably the best way to understand some easy memes. History memes are simply just memes of history, and most boomers know history. The only part you won't understand about them is the comedic part usually, or the reaction image most of the time. But most history memes are generic, unfunny Reddit memes. To truly get rad, cool, and funny, well, you pretty much have to do the exact opposite. Wait, what? Step 3. Yeah, alright. I probably should have mentioned. Using memes nowadays isn't exactly great for entertaining kids or something. Some kids don't even understand memes as well. So if you use a deep fry meme hoping some people will laugh and no one does, well, you've proven yourself that memes aren't a way of comedy. It's a type of joke that can't be told in public unless it's in a small group. The reason memes don't work really in stand-ups is because the culture of memes is based on the idea that Richard Dawkins invented. A way for a type of idea or formula to quickly spread between many other cultures. However, if you sort of combine stand-up and memes, you can actually make it plausible for memes to be their own stand-up comedy sort of thing. You have to say it in a way that doesn't make you seem like a guy trying to appeal to people, but rather someone who knows how to joke but also understands meme culture in a way to use it comedically. But you know what? I just recommend doing other forms of comedy. Memes usually are spread because of a small group and get so big because a bunch of small groups keep spreading it to other small groups. Eventually where all of them use the meme. Memes are still a form of comedy, but it's not like your stereotypical form of comedy. It's one where only a few people get the joke itself, but by editing and changing the meme, it allows other groups to feel involved, which is the great part about memes. But since memes are only in a small group, it can't be like telling a stand-up or telling an actual joke. When you share a meme in person, it's usually like someone coming up to you and showing you a reaction image with funny text like this. The person laughs and moves on, or maybe even shows another, but different meme. Memes are unique because they always change and never stick to one single kind of formula. You could literally have a goddamn bug to become a meme, which, well, has already been proven. With the memes having their comedic value depleted after a while, it encourages more unique thinking. Now look, normal jokes or stand-up comedy can still be extremely funny, but compared to memes, you have to have a really good sense of humor, but also an interesting way of thinking to be good at it. Memes can apply to everyone, allowing anyone to make a joke. To understand memes is to understand people and comedy. If you don't feel like any of that applies, well, it sucks, but you move on. I still wish it would be easier for many people to make jokes, so that one boring class you have could be really great throughout the entire thing. In my entire school time, I have only had 2 funny teachers I could always enjoy listening to. one of them having their entire reputation as a teacher based on their way of teaching and jokes, and the other guy being a normal guy who could tell a good story. Now that we are done with that subpart, let's go back to memes. Now, yeah, memes went on a huge rise in the 2000s. You have some classics like the Rage comics, This Is Sparta stuff, and yeah, some other stuff. Now, there's a very big difference in meme culture now and then. It's mainly that memes back then lasted longer, allowing for people to share the exact same meme for months before dying. Now, this is a great thing, since people who can catch up on meme culture would easily be able to know what comes next, but at the same time, having a meme last longer makes it become stale and it just doesn't really have the same ring to it. Luckily, in the 2000s and early 2010s, our way of jokes and culture was different, so this wasn't really a problem. One of my friends believes that memes back then were way funnier than now, but I beg to really see any difference. Memes now, like the 21st century humor memes, although just absolutely ridiculous, are intentionally like that. But memes back then weren't that funny. It was mostly just reaction images with text saying something comical, but not really funny. The Bad Luck Brian meme is the epitome of that. You can literally slap any piece of text on there, and either way, it would still probably fit. Bad Luck Brian usually had text that wasn't that funny or relatable, and mostly just a reminder of that 2000s humor. But as I mentioned, back then, our way of culture and jokes were different. Think of memes back then as that one memory you have that you thought was good back then, but now you realize it's worse than you thought. However, it seems that even then, old memes like these can still be funny if used right, which is a very good sign of how timeless some of them are. Like Lenny faces. How about we talk about the next part, the conflict of timeless memes. Now, why the Lenny face? Well, it seems that there are a group of people that believe you can use the Lenny face as a way to make fun of a serious situation or just mock something, but another group believes that it's a dead meme that no longer has any value in meme culture. This is the conflict many memes face. The Lenny face is just one of the main ones. Personally, I like the Lenny face. If you use it right, then yeah, it can be funny and well-put joke over something. Using it in bad situations, or just to the point where nobody even cares if you use it, is a bad sign. But even then, many old memes are still used today, ironically, which is a great way to define today's dumb memes. If 21st century humor memes mock memes, then old classic memes coming back could serve the same purpose. Now, yeah, memes are big now, and maybe right now they are bigger in the 2000s thanks to social media. Actually, no. Social media sucks balls. Become an anarchist and vandalize a man's garage by saying Biden 2020 when you're a damn anarchist, and then kill the man. Jesus Christ, yes, this is true. How about we talk about the ranks and people of meme culture?
This is a meme compass quiz. You can take it and it tests your ability and humor and gives you a ranking based on your meme beliefs. It has 4 quadrants, purple representing edgy, the side of meme culture that challenges social norms, and the opposite being wholesome, memes that aren't offensive or making fun of anything, and are just meant to give you a good feeling while looking at them. And then you have the 2 sides everyone knows and hates, the normies and the dank memers. Now, these sides are definitely representative of everyone in meme culture, so let's talk about the most controversial one, normies. Now, love them or hate them, you gotta know a thing about normies. According to most sources I've found, and also using my own meme brain, normies are generally people with a poor understanding of meme culture or internet culture, and usually only spread a meme that's becoming popular because it's popular. Now I get it, some people just want to feel involved, and that's completely fine. The bad part is when normies who know meme culture, but still continue to act like they don't, do horrible things to try to ruin meme culture. You got people like PewDiePie and Behind the Meme. Why PewDiePie? Because PewDiePie looks at Reddit memes and kills new memes that were actually funny until they were touched by Reddit. Behind the Meme? Well, you know its tale, the tragedy of Kyle the Unwise, the man who brought normies into meme culture, and then was doxxed by 4chan. Jesus, I wonder how he's doing. But normies are the most hated and disliked part of the meme community because you can generally see them post whatever they find on Reddit onto Instagram and sometimes Twitter, and they all post the exact same stuff. But normies are just one part. Now, dank memers can actually be a mixture of normies and actual funny people. Yeah, people who make dank memes that happen to appeal to the normie category, but you also have the people of 4chan in both dank and edgy category. 4chan makes a lot of good memes, and they don't really try to claim it because it's just a meme. Sadly, Reddit hasn't figured that out yet, and dank memers are still a mixed bag. So some groups are really funny and some are standard Reddit memes, so you can tell the difference between the two. But if you want to look at it from a boomer's perspective, edgy represents a category you don't want to be a part of and you want to avoid. Anybody who makes edgy memes that challenges social norms are the evil virus of Satan, even though some of them are just people who are more mature and can handle tough subjects. But wholesome memes?
Oh hell yeah, those are the memes you really want to take in. Oh yeah, funny meme with inspirational quote. That's so goddamn funny.
Anyways, meme culture is a very diverse group of people. However, each one can team up against someone else who thinks bad of the internet or meme culture. Example, the rare moments of when 4chan and Reddit teamed up to boycott CNN because they threatened to dox a guy for making fun of them on Twitter. Real mature of CNN. The fact that meme groups that are normally divided can team up like that and take down a singular group is really cool and reminds you that memes aren't bad and are supposed to be a form of comedy or a joke tailored to a specific group of people that gets spread because other people remix it and spread it faster. Anyways, I'm gonna let Zoink talk about memes in the mainstream. Got a blast!
Bazinga!
The internet for the longest time for many boomers and outsiders has been portrayed negatively and positively many times. Mostly negative. Because the way people do things on the internet contrasts to funny comedian Jimmy Kimmel Orange Man Bad Style type things that the internet mostly doesn't do. Video games have been portrayed by the media as ways to become a school shooter or something, which is statistically false. Why the hell would you say that? And because of that, the internet likes to joke with that formula, triggering the overpaid journalists even more to make more scathing articles. However, the saying doesn't apply much to memes. Memes are widely accepted by everyone for the most part because anyone can make their own meme. So you don't have to rely on a single group of quote-unquote bad people to make memes. You can make your own Reddit meme and get 10k upvotes and gain 50 pounds. Oh wow, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Wholesome 100 bottom text. Memes are for everyone, so if anyone tries to portray them as bad, it makes them look like a fool, apart from the edgy memes, but memes are in the mainstream a lot more now. From the cringy ass, stupid ass, oh god kill me ass doing people doing Fortnite dances, to actually funny references and well-made jokes that are related to memes. But most are just cringy. Because remember, most boomers don't understand memes or the internet, so don't expect them to be that funny when it comes to memes. Although when memes go into the mainstream, they usually die right there, because once everyone knows about a meme, they will just make it extremely unfunny. Then that brings up the question about meme quality these days. Why do most memes nowadays not make much sense anymore? Or how come you have to know a lot about the internet to know about certain memes now? It seems that recently, memes in terms of quality of jokes have declined, or maybe got better. It really depends on your humor and views, but if you really think about it, memes nowadays don't make any damn sense. This can be seen in the 21st century humor memes. However, the point of those memes is to point out this theory anyways. Most memes nowadays still reflect on past memes, but the punchline is something so stupid and unsensical that you question if you're funny anymore if you laughed at it. It seems that anything that seems stupid can become a meme nowadays. Literally take a picture of a bird and people will put something like, "How we stand on that bird, oh my god." And I think I might know why. It's only a theory and possible hypothesis, but I believe memes are declining in quality to adapt to the mainstream, trying to kill memes. Redditors are the only one that supply the dumb memes, so everyone else will have to make memes that make no sense in order to keep the mainstream from killing the actual good memes. So the memes that don't make any sense are divergent to keep the good memes alive, and from being exploited by the mainstream. So far, it seems to be working. Because nobody will get these memes, and allows for the popular memes to slip by without being sexually assaulted by the mainstream and thrive and die, in the mid-2010s, memes going mainstream was natural selection. But now, there are lots of other things that make the predators just leave, allowing for good memes to revel until they die. Now, Reddit can still kill a meme if they find out about it, but it's no longer as bad. Memes have to appeal to Redditors to get them to kill it. In the late and early 2010s, memes just always had a gimmick or punchline and were cleverly made. Now, most memes were probably made in only a few minutes because of the emptiness of the punchline. Funnily enough, memes back in the early age of the internet are still somewhat prevalent today in meme culture, depending on how timeless it is. The fact that memes have now evolved to the point where they literally don't make any sense whatsoever is a hilarious but sad evolution. My theory about why it's gotten to this point can show how even more sad it is. Memes are supposed to be funny and a different form of comedy, but the mainstream manipulates it into a stereotypical type of comedy that nobody wants to listen to. But oh well, it's fine. Jimmy Kimmel is pretty much getting cancelled, along with Ellen. As I mentioned, memes nowadays have evolved into mostly reaction images of GIFs that literally don't make any sense whatsoever. And the few actual good memes with a punchline have to be sort of regulated because people don't want normies to get a hold of it. Memes are now returning to what they used to be, a very niche subject only a few groups will get or understand. Except now, instead of having a punchline, it's funny because it's random. The ironic thing is that people always say that random doesn't equal funny, and yet here are the memes that don't make any sense, just making me laugh for no reason. But memes are still strong. In fact, they are probably stronger than ever. Look on any Discord, Twitter reply, or almost anywhere that usually has memes, and you'll always find them. Memes grow as more people exist in the world, because more people make more cultures, which equals this Bill Wirtz reference. Also, that reference right there is a meme. Who would have guessed? I mean, pretty much every cut to a funny reference is a meme. How crazy is that? Did you know that I'm a gamer? Oh yeah, also crazy considering the media hates us gamers. Yeah. But yes, memes aren't dead. And depending on your view, you may view modern memes as terrible. But I see memes as art pieces. One person could change everything, while another gets insulted and beaten for making a bad art piece. Normies. Memes aren't a form of art, but they certainly have that shtick. Because I mean, would you consider this art? No, but would you consider it a meme? Yes. You consider it a meme, but could all this time, memes could be considered an art form and type of art movement? Alright, we're just getting off track. I'm saying all this deep shit because I think memes are weird, and also extend the right time of this video. Nobody really knows what might happen to memes in the future. You can't predict anything with memes. You can only see anything with the past, but even then, nobody really knows if there will be a good future for memes. So far, memes haven't really been changed much and don't reflect current world problems where they get worse. So I would say, memes would stay fine in the future, or they literally get worse and Reddit takes over and then we have a Hunger Games scenario and then some 4chaner comes out of his house for the first time in 4,000 years and uses tactical read card skills to sign about the Redditors and take it back. Yeah. But anyways, for memes as a whole, we can only hope they will stay the same. A good type of way to laugh and make fun of other things in other cultures. Memes as a culture are as unpredictable as my receding hairline. Hopefully, memes will stay here for just a little longer. Maybe they will last longer than society. This really says a lot about society. It's crazy to think that all of this chaos, but also heavenly energy that is memes, has happened within the span of only 20 to 30 years. Because some guy decided to post a dancing baby to his friend. But despite all the obstacles and enemies, we must thank them to their contributions for this one big story. Memes are a great piece of internet and internet history. They are one of the oldest surviving forms of early internet history, and will remain like that for a long time. I feel like people don't thank Richard Dawkins enough for what he's done, but, I mean, probably because most people hate his views on religion, but Dawkins invented what is now a meme. A term to describe an idea that has spread very fast through many cultures and remixed to the point of being used by many and eventually dies down. The fact that internet memes still follow this concept, which, funnily enough, the word meme by itself is the biggest meme ever, is an incredible sign of how accurate the world follows culture through the history of mankind. So you know what? How about pretty much every meme sector of the internet have their own holiday, where they reflect on the past and post the first ever meme for a single day in honor of Richard Dawkins. I mean, that's virtually impossible to impose on the internet, but yeah. And now for the part I like doing in these videos, the outro. After a long time of sniffing coke and bottling down gallons of coffee, yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Honestly, talking about memes is kind of hard because you want to approach it in a way that's, informative, and also it doesn't sound like you're trying to explain jokes. Because, obviously when you explain a joke, it's not really a joke anymore. So hopefully I explained it well enough for you to, hopefully laugh at it and also be informed about meme culture. I am an internet user, just like anyone else, and I, obviously appreciate memes. I am luckily alive long enough to see at least the earliest forms of memes, so Rage comics and even those text memes with the reaction images. Honestly, I really hope that memes stay here forever. I just, these things are great. These things are funny. They can save a person, and they could possibly make someone happier just for a moment, just for a single moment. And, well, although some memes are quite offensive, there will also be people who will make wholesome memes. So, if you ever want to feel like the world's dying and everything's going to shit, just look at a video of a dog doing something, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully nothing much changes about memes and they just continue the way they are currently. Because honestly, if the mainstream decides to somehow declare memes a hate symbol, I really don't know how it could happen, but hopefully it doesn't. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I want to especially thank Gio Is Nerd for doing a part in this video. Go subscribe to him if you want, I don't know, he doesn't upload much. Also, Gio, you're cringe as hell.